Hi, this is Steve Hosher with RazorGauge, and today I'm going to tell you about how to download Parts List Processor from our website and install it on your PC. So I've gone to our website, www.razorgauge.com. Here's the URL right here, and I am currently on the Downloads page. So if you come in on the home page like this, then you click Downloads and scroll all the way to the bottom where it says Software and Software Demos. Go to Parts List Processor PLP v7.4, and my browser asks where you want to save it. If you don't have your browser set to ask, then it's probably going to put it in the Downloads folder. I'm going to go ahead and save this to my desktop, and it shows it down here in this taskbar in my browser. I'm just going to click Show in Folder, and here it is. So this is a zip file, so I am going to extract it, and I'm going to put it on the C drive. So see what I did there, it's asking me where to extract it. I'm going to click Browse, then I'm going to click this PC and choose Local Disk C, and I'm going to save it there, or extract it there. So I'm just going to make a folder called PLP, and it put it there and it showed the files. Now if your browser is set to automatically just download everything to the Downloads folder, then you're going to go to your Windows File Explorer like I'm in, and over on the left there should be this quick access bar, and you can click this piece. You can click to show this PC. So you find this PC and click this little arrow and then go to Downloads, and you should find your file there. But like I said, I did mine. I saved it to the desktop, and then I extracted it to local disk C. So I have a folder here. What did I call? I called it PLP. So here it is right here. Parts List Processor 7.0 install. I'm going to cut that and move it right onto the C drive. I already have a folder there because I've done this before. So I've pasted it onto the C drive. So I'm going to double click Parts List Processor 7.4.0 install, double click setup.exe. Windows will ask if you want to let it change your computer. You say yes. I click OK here, click this button, click continue, say yes to any of these questions that may come up. It completed successfully. Okay, so now I'm back to my folder. So it got installed. Now we're going to create a shortcut. So I'm going to go to C, I'm going to go to Program Files x86, and then the RazorGauge Parts List Processor folder right here. I'm going to right click on rgplp.exe and click Send to Desktop Create Shortcut, and that will create a shortcut on my desktop. So that's how you install the Parts List Processor. Now usually the way this can work is if you install it and you have a cut list that needs to be mapped, then you can email that to us and we will respond with some definition files, and you can just paste those into a folder, and then your Parts List Processor will be set up. But to create the folder, you have to start Parts List Processor. So I have Parts List Processor pinned to my Start menu, so I'm not using a desktop shortcut, but I'll start it up. Oh, that was the RazorGauge software, not the Parts List Processor software. So I've started it up, and now I'm just going to close it. So now I am going to go to, again, back to local disk C, And once you've started the parts list processor, it will create a folder called Positioner Runtime Files right here. So I'll open that, and there will be a folder called Razor Gauge Parts List Processor, like this one. So when we send you the files, what you will do is paste them into this folder. Now, the parts list processor software must be closed when you paste the files, but you will have had to open it and then close it in order for this folder to be created. So once you paste the files in there, you'll overwrite the files that are already in here, and then when you start up parts list processor, it will be ready to convert your cut list. And I'll just do a quick thing on how that works. Once you have parts list processor installed and we've pasted in these files, you'll just click convert a comma delimited parts file, open the file, choose your file, and create razor gauge parts file. I already have this file, so I'm not going to overwrite it. But once you do that, click save, you'll have your file for the razor gauge. Now, if your razor gauge is networked, you will want to explore your network and actually save it to the folder on the razor gauge. And that folder will be C:"cut lists. So you'll click this PC, local disk C, and find cut lists and save it there. And again, that will be out on the razor gauge computer. And once you save it there, parts list processor will remember that path, so then when you click create razor gauge parts file, you'll just click save and the file will be on the razor gauge ready to run. So that's how we can get through the process of mapping the parts list processor. So you will download the parts list processor from our website, extract it to the folder on local disk C, install it, start it up once, close it, then go to Positioner Runtime Files, paste in the files that we email you, then start up parts list processor, just click convert, open the file, and then click create razor gauge parts file, and navigate to the razor gauge on the network. Now, if your razor gauge is not on the network, you can save it to a USB jump drive and carry it out to the razor gauge that way. So I hope that helps. It's a pretty simple process. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call at 515-232-3188, and we'll be happy to help you. Thanks, and have a great day.